everybody, welcome to the Reseller Stew, episode number 19. Today we're going to be talking about purging and when do you kind of get rid of things, or when do you let things go, or do you ever let anything go? And maybe even how do you prevent having things that you turn into needing to let go later on, having those what people call death piles. And yeah, I'll list it later. I'll list it later when I have time, which never comes. So that's what we're talking about today. But how's everybody? How are you doing? Robin is back this week.
Yay!
Hi. We've been doing good. Just been really busy, settling into our new place and figuring stuff out. Getting used to new schedules and routines and.
That's crazy. Did you get stuff out of boxes, or do you still have
no,
where's
everything,
the spatula? You know,
everything is definitely unpacked and organized within the house and everything. The only thing right now that is kind of a mess is my eBay inventory. I need to get shelving and stuff like that. So, but that's it.
I need to buy some more tubs. I'm out of tubs, and because of that, my inventory system has gone really downhill because I've been just stashing things places, and then I can't find them. So
that's how mine is right now. It's a lot of it is still in bags that I brought home from the Goodwill outlet, and the bags are doing a balancing act on top of one another while I wait on trying to get some more bins and some shelving stuff. So when I walk in that room, it's kind of like, I can't believe I sold something, and now which bag is it in? It's not fun.
Yeah, no, I was totally doing that. Yesterday I had listed some stuff, and I was like, oh, where did I put that? It could be in 8 different places. It ended up being inside of this drawer. I don't know why it's in there, but there's 5 other things in there. I really need to get it together because this is going to be like a disaster.
Yeah.
But how is your week going, Miss Tonya?
Going good. We got some bad news last night. My son has the flu, and he had the flu shot back in November, but he still got it. I guess the flu shot's only 60% effective, so we're dealing with that. We got him some Tamiflu, and we caught it early, so hopefully he'll be better pretty quick.
That sucks.
Yeah,
there's no other way to put it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't deal with a lot of the flu. Like Maria ended up with the swine flu when they had the H1N1 flu.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't get the flu. And they always talk about oh, do you want to get a flu shot? And I'm like, no. If I was going to get the flu, I would have gotten the flu when she was coughing in my face when she had swine flu, I'm not, so I'm I think I'm immune. Maybe it was me being a dirty little kid, playing outside,
Right? Building up your immune system?
Yeah, I slowly immunized myself against everything. But, we are going to be permanently moving the show to never. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're permanently moving the show to noon Central Time to kind of help accommodate some of scheduling. So we want to make sure everybody can be here. I don't like it when people are gone. I missed them. But yeah, so we're going to be starting next week. We will be on Tuesdays, just 1 hour later at noon. So 10 Pacific, 11 Mountain, 12 Central, 1 o'clock. I can't believe we're adults and we still can't figure out what time zone.
I can never remember. I always have to ask or look somewhere.
40 years old, and it's it's going to be at 8 Pacific. It's so.
I have to Google it every time.
I do too.
I blame our failed public school system.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I blame.
It's funny, though, because years ago, that wasn't something that you really had to know, because there wasn't the internet. I remember when not everybody had a computer in their house, and so it was
Well, I only cared because my cartoons came on Easter time. Because they always said
okay.
Eastern time,
Yeah.
so.
I grew up on the East Coast, so everything started my time anyway.
Not me. I wasn't as lucky as you. So, so did y'all go shopping? Have you been shopping? Robin, have you been shopping?
I have been shopping a little bit. Say hi. I've been going to the Goodwill outlet. I haven't really made it much of any other place. I've probably went maybe twice this week though. So.
Are you still kicking butt with the clothes?
I actually updated my eBay tracker, the spreadsheet, this morning, and I made more money than what I thought I did last month. So that was nice.
That's always
yeah.
fun thing.
I think I made a little over $2,800 on clothes, so I was happy about that.
In sales?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because
she's on to something.
Yeah, I was happy about it, especially this time of year and stuff. I was just like, because I remember last year, I don't think my average was a little over 1,000. So.
What's your profit margin? Like 70%?
Well, I pay like anywhere between 50 or 60 cents on average for my clothing, and it sells
for you.
It sells for about. I sell volume now, so it's like $12 plus per item almost, I think, and then I do free shipping, and my shipping is like $3. So, I mean, I'm making anywhere between $5 and $10 on average between each item, I think, but I'm selling a lot more volume. So.
That's good. It sounds like there's a method to the madness. I mean, even though you might be selling it for a little bit cheaper, you're moving a lot more. So that's good.
My eBay's like dead. So, like, I want to go shopping. I want to go today. I think I'm gonna go shopping for Amazon stuff because I haven't sent anything there, and it's just like, help! I need supplies. It's kind of dwindling, so need to get a couple things, and then my store is like really full. I've got like 440 things in there, and I feel like I should be selling more. Like I should be selling more things. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I think eBay has me blacked out.
My store sales have actually picked up, and I haven't really been listing that much, so that's kind of weird. But it's good weird.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted. My brain's not. I'm trying to like read and type and talk and listen at the same time, and it's not working.
Get it together.
I'm gonna let you do the chat because I can't do them. I can't listen to you and read.
Okay, I'm on it.
I'm trying and it's not working. That's why when people say they can multitask, I'm like, no, you really can't. And I think the studies have shown that you really can't. Like that you think you can, but you can't. And I know I can't. I can't hear when I'm reading. Like my ears, like it doesn't process anything anymore. Do you go? I know you went shopping. You go shopping pretty much a lot, right?
Who, me?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on blast.
Well, I have to go to the post office all the time. There's a good, like my favorite Goodwill that's closest to my house is right there, so I have to go in.
Yeah, it would kind of be a crime if you didn't.
It totally would be.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's like right there. It's right next door. Yeah. How much do you, well, it might be a personal question, but if you want to answer, how much do you generally spend on a sourcing trip? Like, what's your average, like, spent amount?
Really?
Mine's pretty high.
I don't spend a lot. I mean, because, the main thing I'm looking for is books and other media, DVDs, CDs. I'll check the coffee mugs, stuff like that. So, and the snapback hats. So that really doesn't. I mean, every now and then I'll find a good lot of stuff, and I'll spend $30 or $40. But on a daily basis, it's not really a whole lot.
Okay. Because that's like, for me to spend $30, that's really kind of low. Like, generally when I go to the store, I'm like when I went the other day, it was $152 is what I spent.
Dang.
Yeah. And it's generally like that. It's like around $80 to $100 every time I go to the store.
That means you're getting a lot of good stuff then, right?
I hope so, because that would be horrible if I didn't.
Right?
It would be like, that's how you end up with death piles.
Right?
Because when I went sourcing the other day, and okay, I went sourcing and I wasn't even gonna go sourcing. My child is an enabler. We went to Thundercloud, which, I'm sorry, that's a local Austin place. We went to Thundercloud Sandwich Shop. And then I was like, let's go into that Goodwill, because I haven't been in there in a really long time. And then I went, no, never mind. I have enough stuff. And she goes, well, you could just go look around. I mean, maybe you'll find like one thing. And I'm like, okay. And so we went in and I spent $152. So yeah, I blame it on her. She's an enabler. I don't know any kid that's like, oh yeah, okay, let's go to Goodwill. Yeah.
Right?
like,
My kids are like, oh, Mom, not again.
Let's see. Yeah, because I remember because I'm getting back, I've been talking about getting my business back to like where it was, of how when I considered it successful when I was working less than 20 hours and making, about $3,000 in sales. I think that's successful. I wasn't working very much. And it was fairly stress-free. It wasn't stressful. So I'm trying to get back to that, but only instead of doing it part-time, doing it the same way but full-time. And so I remember back then I was shopping 2-3 days a week, and I would hit 3 or 4 stores a day, and I was spending a lot of money. But it gave me the ability to kind of only pick the stuff that was great. I wasn't going like, oh, this is a nice, trinket box, or I could maybe sell this for, $15. I was really more focused on, I think at that point my price point was like, at one point I remember specifically saying my price point was $40 and up.
Yeah.
So, and I counted that with the machines when I was buying appliances and when I was parting them out, and I'm like, okay, I can part this into, $60 or whatever. So, it would count. And so that's where I'm at. That's what I'm getting back to. So I'm excited, but I'm kind of concerned because I haven't had any sales in like 3 days.
Yeah. Have
So
you been
then
listing?
Huh?
Have you been listing?
Yeah. I listed 20 things on the 15th, and then I didn't list over the weekend. I didn't list Saturday and Sunday. And then I listed 17 things yesterday.
Yeah.
And so I'm worried about kind of like going out and buying stuff if like...
That's why you still got to do the smalls. I have a hard time passing something up. If it's $1 and I know I can make $10 or $15, I still want to pick it up.
Well, I think the thing is that since I'm going back into parts, I have enough smalls. You know what I mean? Like parts on their own are a small.
Yeah.
If you really think about it. But you're just buying 5 smalls all at once in one unit, because you buy a machine and it's going to have anywhere from 4 to, I've gotten up to 30 parts off of one machine.
Yeah.
So those, like parts in themselves are smalls. So it kind of evens itself out. So if you have a bread and butter like that is kind of smalls, which is what parts are, then you can do that where you have, just higher dollar other things to kind of even out the imbalance. Do you have any good sales this week?
I sold that Mickey Mouse t-shirt. I think I told you about it. I picked it up at Goodwill for $5.99, I think, and it sold. I got a best offer for $47, so
It was
I thought it was pretty good.
Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
It's okay, Robin. I can see it in your face.
Every single time I sit down, she's like, I want this, I want this.
Well, you're trying really hard, and don't worry, we'll move right back. We'll move the time. Okay, I don't remember Mickey Mouse shirt.
Well, I wish I knew how to do the screenshot. I could pull it up. I've got to learn how to do that. But it was just an old light blue with dark blue trim T-shirt and had Mickey Mouse on the front. And I think it was probably from the 70s. And
vintage.
Yeah, it was definitely vintage. And, you know, when I picked it up, I didn't really know it was worth that much. I just thought it was cool looking. But I quickly realized after doing a search on eBay for the completed sold, sort highest first. And, yeah, they were selling for really good money.
That's always fun when you find, like, you buy something. See, mine always works the other way around. I'm like, oh, that's so cool looking. And then it's like, oh, that's worthless. But it is really cool when you find something that's like, you only bought it because you thought it was neat. You know? Yeah. There wasn't really any rhyme or reason to it. It's just, I thought it was neat.
Yeah.
So.
What about you?
Sorry about that, guys.
Me? Did I go shopping?
Yeah, what did you get?
I'm going to complete my sentence here in a second. I bought that space phone, which I don't know how much it's worth, and I talked about it on the live haul video I did, because it's super cool, and I couldn't find any reference to it at all. If you can find a reference to this phone, I'll give you $5.
I did research on it too. I couldn't find anything.
I couldn't find a thing. If you can find it, I'll give you $5. And it better not be a blog that you wrote about it. But it's all metallic and like chrome and new. It was somebody's gift. It had a piece of gift wrap still taped to it. Couldn't find anything on it, so I listed it high. I put it for $199. If I sell it for $40, I'd be happy. You know.
I think you should have listed it at $500. Best offer. You never know.
Because I'm so rich and I need to have that phone. And then the other big thing that I picked up that I've never paid any attention to before at all was Creative Memories pages. And these ones are the old style. Old style, I've come to find out, means, and this is why I say Google Hangouts are so valuable. I was in a hangout yesterday with somebody I'd never met before, but is a member of either the Stew or on the Pinching Pesos page or some, you know. And she was in there, and I was listing the Creative Memories things, and she actually told me about what the difference was between the old ones and the new ones. And the old ones and the new ones have a different measurement, that the old ones weren't true to size. Where if the page says it's 12 by 12, it might be 12 inches up, but it's not really 12 inches wide because it had borders. And then the new ones are actually true to size or something like that, and people were having to cut off the page. So which kind of sucks, because then you have all this like crafting stuff, and then you're new stuff, you know. But I ended up putting this for $299 for the whole set that I have, which is I have 8, 12, 16. I have 16. And I thought this didn't look right. I need to update this. It has more than this. There's 10 refill pages.
I pass that stuff up all the time. Like, I never would have thought that would be worth anything.
I didn't either. I saw it there. I had it in the back of my mind that, I remember. It's one of those things like when you're watching shows or you're in Hangouts or you hear somebody talking. I had it in the back of my mind from somewhere, a Facebook group or something about creative memories stuff. But I didn't really know like what the information was. I just knew something. And so I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay, well this can sell for like $20. And so I had the one.
Yeah.
And then I saw another one on another shelf. And then I got to kind of looking all the way down the aisle, and there was just like 2 of them here and 2 of them there, and here's another one, and there's one there, and I ended up with the 16 of them.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, so I did invest quite a little bit of money in them because they were $4 a piece. So it was a little bit of an investment because that comes out to what, $60 I put into them, something like that. Yeah. So, but if I can sell them for $300 or they even go on best offer for $200, I wouldn't take less than $200 for them.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I put them as a lot just because I figured, it'd be easier to just sell them all as a lot than, keep dealing one by one with them. Because they're kind of an odd shape. And I don't really want to ship those. I don't really have anything to ship those in, so I'd rather just ship it once. I don't want to keep.
I would have done a lot too.
Yeah. So while you're here, Robin, what was your big sale for the week? Did you have any big sale for the week? You're muted on your headphone. There you go.
My sales are so different now. I don't think that I have like a really big sale of the week. I did find something really cool this week though. A pair of boots that I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it's Lucchese or something like that.
Say that again. How do you?
Lucch.
Lucchese. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I found a pair of those at the bins, and they look like they have barely been worn.
Ooh, get ready for some big money.
Yeah, Lucchese's are expensive.
Yeah.
So I was excited about that. I saw them, and all the other resellers were just like tossing them around and stuff. And I was
call them Luccheses.
Yeah, Luccheses.
I don't know where Lucchese comes from. When you look at it, it doesn't look like it. Nobody's gonna say that. That's I don't know.
Yeah, the only reason I knew the brand is because I sold a belt like a couple months ago from them. And I was like, oh, I bet their boots are worth something. And so I grabbed the boots and looked them up. I was like, holy cow.
Yeah, I bought my husband a pair of plain black ones, and they were like $280.
Dang.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a question. Do you see that, Deb, from Unique Boutique?
No, I didn't.
The backing of the Dynamo shipping labels that you throw away, would you be willing to save them? And when about 100 after shipments, I can pay you for them? What?
That's weird.
Huh.
Just the Dymo ones, because I don't use Dymo brand. I use house labels.
And I'm still old school. I'm just using my printer paper and scissors and tape.
Oh, no.
Believe that.
Please, I will buy you, Tonya. I will gift you some.
Trust me, I actually just started using peel-off labels the last house we were at, and I am so thankful.
It will rock your world. I will gift you some. I promise. I can't. No, you will. It'll change your world forever. You'll never go back.
Yeah, I'm old school.
I couldn't imagine having to do that again. But that would be awful. I'm like, no, can't. Please.
What about your packing slip? You print that out, right, on normal paper?
Yeah, I print that out with I have a laser. Yeah. And then my FedEx stuff that gets printed on the laser. But I mean, for a really long time, I didn't have a Dymo. I just printed on my laser printer. But I had the sticky sheets, the self-adhesive labels. They're a must-have, unless you sell one thing a day. you know, and if you have any more than 2, you need to leave. But yeah. Okay, so I need to set up a fund for Tonya for labels. Let me write that down. I'm writing it down. Oh, yay! I'm glad I write things down because I wrote down yesterday something I wanted to talk about today on the what I learned.
What did you learn?
I learned about Jacobin.
Jacobin?
Yes, Jacobean. It's a design or type of flower or something. Look that up and then click on like the category for like crafting. And then sort it by high to low. And I'll do that the same so that people that can't do it that are watching will be able to see for themselves. And let me go to solds real quick. Completed. Okay. I was looking up a crafting kit and I stumbled upon this user, the store, it was called Cruel World, which I thought was so cute. Because it's like Cruel World, but Cruel. Anyway. And I stumbled upon these kits. You see, this is an embroidery kit. This is just to make a craft. And I noticed this Jacobin keeps coming up, or I don't know how to say it. It could be Jacobian or Jacobian or Jacobian.
Something really fancy.
But I'm from Texas and it's Jacobin. So, it probably is like Jacobian. You know, but these are embroidery kits. And you can see it's very distinctive type patterns that you would be really easy to identify. Like, you know. And this is another embroidery kit. This is fabric. This is an embroidery kit. This is an embroidery. Yeah, these are kits. These are like embroidery kits. This is a hanging thing, like a wall dealie. That's an official
pretty
word.
pattern. It's a really pretty pattern. I like it.
It is really pretty. But anyway, I just thought it was crazy some of the prices that were coming up, and I thought that it would be really easy to identify.
Yeah.
So I put it back in my memory bank as something to pay attention to.
I'm going to put that in my memory bank too.
And I'm not saying like, oh, if you see this, go, you know, buy it all, because literally I put like 5 minutes worth of research into that. But it was something that I thought was worth like writing down, you know, to like look at afterwards.
Definitely.
Yeah, when you see a cross stitch kit coming up, for, you know, $200, then you kind of gotta.
It grabs your attention.
Mm-hmm. Especially it's got that cool name like Jacobin.
Jacobin.
Somebody's gonna nail me for that. Oh my gosh, I get the pronunciation police every now and then. And I'm like, that's okay, I'm securing myself. I'll say it however I want. Did anybody else learn anything new this week? Did they got something that hit them in the head and they went, oh man, I totally didn't know about that? I'm trying to think of if I had anything else.
No, not really. Nothing really this week. I did have a strange incident, though. Well, Madeline and I were at Goodwill yesterday because, you know, they let school out early, like at 11:15 yesterday morning because of all the bad weather. But then the afternoon it cleared up, so of course we went to Goodwill. And we
what else are you
right? So we were about to walk out the door, and I was like, oh, well, let me go check the DVDs real quick, because they moved them in this store, and I always forget to go look. But so I did, and I walked over, and there's this really big basket just full of all kinds of media, CDs, DVDs, you know, just all kinds of stuff. And I picked up a DVD, and I was looking at it, and I hear this guy say, I'll keep that, please. And I looked down at him because he was like squatting down looking at the CDs. And I said, oh, I said, the whole basket's yours? And he said, yes. So instead of getting all huffy and puffy because Madeline was with me, I was just like, okay. But he was just like, I'll keep that, please. Really?
I just like say
Weirdo?
that it's my card or something. That's weird.
I know, it is weird.
You're like, okay, creepy crouching dude.
Yeah, creepy crouching dude. And he didn't even look at me. He still continued to look at the CDs. I'll keep that, please. Like he had eyes in the back of his head. He heard me messing with his
Like
basket.
he creeped up like a ninja, you know, really picking out of his card. That's funny. What about you, Robin?
What about me?
I think we missed.
Sorry.
Did we miss you on big sales?
I didn't really have any big sales last week. I think the biggest thing that I sold last week was a pair of Dansko sandals for $30.
Oh yeah, that's a good brand.
Yeah.
I stopped buying them. They've like put it out over here on my side.
Really?
Yeah.
I picked them up for a couple dollars though. So.
Yeah. See, they charge up for them. It's just not worth it on my side. So it's funny because like that's the difference with people's businesses when they're like, oh well, what are you selling? I should sell, and you should sell, and what are we gonna do? What's the price gonna be? Well, if I have to pay $12.99 for them and you pay $1.60 for them, you know, it makes a big difference, you know, on what brand is worth picking up and what's not.
Right.
I don't pick up Danskos anymore. They're just unless they've got a really great pattern, you know, or a really awesome color or something. I don't touch them.
Yeah.
But if I was getting them for $1, well, I
You
might
touch them.
mind.
Yeah.
So, I was gonna. Oh, I didn't talk about my sale, did I? I did.
No, you didn't.
Did I sell anything? I swear.
What did you sell?
I can't. My mouth has been saying sale a lot recently. I noticed it in my video that I kept saying sale instead of sell, and it was bothering me.
Now I'm gonna notice. I would not have even noticed.
Yeah, I was like, so it's been sailing, you know, a lot, and it's, you know, it's selling. It's not a boat. It's selling. But anyway.
Who's being the grammar police now?
All right.
You?
Pronunciation police. The pronunciation police are gonna come and get me. Let's see. What did I sold? Looks like a lot. Well. Oh, I'm sorry. I had it set to a weird date range, which didn't make any sense. Is anybody else's page views down? I've noticed that on my little numbers percentages, my page views are down 9.9%, which seems like an awful lot to me.
Mine are down quite a lot too. Mine are down a lot more than yours actually, and I don't really know why.
You're gonna have to show me how to do that.
It's in the beta. Are you in the Seller Hub?
Oh, I had to leave the Seller Hub. I couldn't do that.
Okay, it's in the Seller Hub.
Okay. Well, that's
you know, I haven't been rocking and rolling too much lately, but I did have that sale. See, I was going to say sale, which is not a sale. It's a sell, I think. Or it might not be anything at all. I don't know. My mouth doesn't work anymore.
Now, this month has been really slow for me. It's over. We're like 3/4 into the month or something like that, and I'm only at $900 in sales right now, so I don't know what's going on with this month.
Yeah, see, I would say sales. It's sales and sales and sales.
Yeah, you sold some good plush, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
you
let me
did.
go back to that. I was trying to go. I sold this guy that I paid $2.99 for. He didn't go for $59.95. He was on sale. He went for $34.95, I believe, like 34 something, which is still great for. Hang on, it was. eBay, why are you so slow? eBay has been dragging and dragging and dragging for like 2 months. Does anybody else notice that it takes forever for the pages to come up? $35.97 is what it's sold for, plus shipping. They paid another $9 in shipping.
Yeah, that's a great return.
Texas, so I got an extra like $4 because I got a shipping discount.
Cool.
So it was like a $40, it was $45 minus shipping minus $3. So I basically made like $30 on it after fees and everything.
Yeah, that's a great ROI.
Yeah, somebody was asking me yesterday about how the plush was doing, and I said, oh, it's doing great. Like, I think I'm at $240 or something.
It's time for you to make another video. Have you done another video?
I didn't think about it that it's been like a month. Like, it's been 5 weeks. So I was like, I need to do an update video.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I need to do that soon. Let's go ahead and get on our topic. I didn't even realize it was already 11:40. I can really run my mouth, huh? Be quiet, self. How do you guys, because I'm dealing with this, and this is why I wanted to talk about it, because I wanted to see what other people had to say, and I know other people struggle with it too. I feel like I have too much stuff in my store. Like when I was putting my stuff on sale, I was running a sale on everything that was $30 and up, and $20 and up. I did one that was $20 and up, went 40% off. Things that were $25 and up went 50% off. And then just like yesterday, I started a sale that was 60% off everything that was $30 and up.
Wow, that's a big sale.
Yeah, huge sale. That's why I'm totally freaking out that I'm not selling any. See, I can't say the words.
Yeah.
Selling anything. Because it's on sale at a huge discount, like massive discount. But what I realized when I was doing these sales is that when I did the 50%, 40% off sale, and it was everything that was less than $20, over $20, 75% of my store was under $20. And I was like, that's an awful lot. So I have 300 listings that are less than $20 items.
A bunch of smalls?
Yeah, a bunch of smalls. And it's not smalls that are my typical smalls. It's not parts like we were talking about. It's like just smalls. And I think it's from like that palette stuff that I had bought that I'm not doing anymore. And so, like, I know that I just listed a lot of it, but what do you do? Like, I feel like there's just like, there's too much junk. Like, it's junking down my store. And I guess I shouldn't feel like that way because eBay is an open market, so it doesn't matter how much you have in there. But if they hadn't just changed and I was going to get 500 more listings, I would have to be slimming it down because I'm not gonna pay extra for something that's $12. You know what I mean?
Well, Nicole had brought up what she does. She says she's been putting anything with 130 to 150 views on 7-day auction for the price. I paid plus shipping. If it doesn't sell, she sends it to Swap. So I thought now would be a good time to bring up that swap.com.
Yeah.
And ThreadUp. So those are two different websites where you can send some of your clothing, shoes. You can even send books in, I think, too, your kids' clothes. And so with swap.com, you can actually like print a prepaid label. And like I sent a box in last month, and I put everything in a box I went and bought, and then I just put their label on it. And I got to send it in for free. And then they're not going to charge you until you start making money off some of your sales. And I think the only charge here, I wrote it down, it's $8.90 just for the inbound service fee, they call it. And then they take a 25% of the sale price plus $1.50 per item. And I'm still waiting to hear back from them. They have a 2-month turnaround time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they've received my box, and I'm just waiting for them to take pictures of my stuff. And then I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Nicole, but I think you get to price your own stuff.
Okay,
So
so I missed the fee breakdown. I'll look it up. I'm not gonna make you repeat it.
I
But
got it right here. They charge $8.90. They say it will be
bound.
yeah,
Okay.
it will be deducted from your future sale proceeds. And then 25% of the sale price plus $1.50 per item.
You know what? I really feel like that celery would be better comparison priced to that because they process your item, like you send it to them and they process it for you and take the pictures and make the listings and you approve them and price them however you want.
Yeah.
And it's on your eBay. Like, I mean, you put it on there. Like, they make the listings for you. They take the pictures and they store the stuff and they'll ship it for you too.
I've got to look back into that again.
I do too. Brian brought it up to me because I completely put it out of my mind. You know, I'm really big on like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna check on that and and then,
Right.
hey, did you ever look at that? No, I didn't.
Right.
But
And there's one more, the Thread Up. Have you guys heard of this one?
I've been seeing the commercials a lot in my feed.
Okay. Well, what they do is they send you a bag. I have one. It's giant. It's a giant bag. And I took the measurements. It's like 25 inches by 22.
Dang.
You can fit a lot of stuff in this bag.
Yeah.
And this is the first time to ever do anything with them as well. So I got to fill that bag up and send it in. But I'll definitely keep y'all posted how it goes.
And ThreadUp is more of like a consignment, right? I mean, it's like Once Upon a Child, isn't it? Like where they pay you per item and they sell it themselves.
I'm not 100% sure. I was thinking it was just kind of like swap. I was thinking that they were the same thing. But it seems to me you can send in more items with swap, like, you know, the books and the different things like that, just not just clothes.
Okay. I'm trying to look it up, but it's one of those ones that makes you hate websites that do this, where they make you join before they'll let you do anything.
Oh, yeah.
You can't even look at it. You can't even look at the facts, like the FAQs, without joining.
Right. What do they want, your email address?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave them my junk one. Order a free packet full of styles, return it to us. What can you send? How does startup determine how much my bag is worth? Yeah, it seems like it's yeah, it's consignment, but I guess you have control over the price.
Yeah. Which one are you looking at now, Swap?
ThreadUp.
Yeah. They both sound really similar how they work. I think like Nicole said, you have to wait for the item to sell. So they're not, I know like we have a Once Upon a Child around here, and it's where you can just take your clothing in.
Yeah.
And they'll give you money right then and there, and then you're done with it.
Yeah, and you don't get a lot of money, but I mean it's better than running a garage sale and selling it for a quarter.
Right.
You know. So when do you decide that something, like, have you ever done any, like, I've always felt like if it was listed, then I'm going to keep it because I already did all the hard work.
I feel that way, yeah.
What do you do with, like, things that you're probably not going to list you're not going to list? Like, when do you purge that? When do you decide that, you know, this needs to get out of my way?
When I get even newer, better stuff, then the old stuff has got to go.
You just redonate it or something?
Yeah. But I have a hard time giving money away. I can't, you know, I can't, if I know I can make some money from it, I have a hard time just letting it go. And that's why, you know, I'm kind of a hoarder. I got to get it listed so we can get it out of the house.
You know, that's the thing that I discovered back last summer when I did that whole buying freeze, and I just listed and listed and listed and listed, and I put up like, I think it was like 240 brand new listings. That trying to scrape every dollar out of the junk that I had was a mistake. Because if I would have gone out and focused my what I was buying and just bought the actual treasures, things that were worth a reasonable amount of money, and spent my time listing those things, I would have made a ton of money. As opposed to I spent like 8 weeks listing smalls, and just leftover stuff trying to make a nickel, like when I could have gone out and just bought some new stuff, and rolled with it.
Right.
Robin, I know that, you recently, like, you lost all of your inventory. So
yeah, almost.
You had a natural disaster purge.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually haven't had a time in my whole resale career, as a matter of fact, that I think I was able to hold on to something long enough to actually have to try and decide what I was going to do, because when we moved from Tennessee to South Carolina, I lost a bunch of stuff then, and then when so it's just been working out fabulous for me. If it's old, I just, it just disappears somehow.
The universe purges for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have, like, your buying strategy set up differently now, or has anything changed now that you kind of got to? I'm not saying that I want my house to flood or catch on fire, but sometimes I wish I could just start over fresh. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you have things set up differently now than you did before?
Well, I have a room designated for my eBay stuff, and it stays in that room. If it by any chance even threatens to come outside of that room, I will probably, and I have been thinking about this, tell my 10-year-old that she can have a yard sale. And I'll go through and I'll pick out my older stuff that I've had for a while, and then tell her she can have half and I'll have half, and then we'll go do something, and we'll just
That's a great idea.
do that.
You haven't been on in a while, but yeah, people don't know. You have your own space now to do your eBay. It's not in your house anymore, right?
Well, I'm not using that outside building right now because we realized before we moved all of my eBay stuff into the outside building that squirrels and all this other kind of stuff has been up in the roof and things, and so it kind of smells like, honestly, it smells like animal dander in there. No, I'm not putting my stuff in there.
Yeah, that's why I have to put everything in plastic. Everything's in sealed, tight plastic. Yeah. Like, you would have to get those totes that have the latches. That way it's kind of sealed up.
I have a few of those, but my utility room, my laundry room, whatever you want to call it, it has a lot of space in it in and of itself that's just for storage, and the stuff that I have for eBay right now fits quite nicely just in that area. So I'm still really thankful for having a designated eBay room.
Definitely. I don't know how people don't do it without an eBay room. I don't know how they would do it.
I used to have a setup where I had the room in here, but I did all of my work, like as far as listing, in the living room.
Oh, I do all my work right here.
So it would tend to sometimes, like, creep out into the living room behind the couch, because that's the way I had it positioned, where I had the couch and then I had my computer. So behind was kind of like, there was just stuff back there, just things I was listing or things that I was going to list or things that I hadn't put in their place yet. And, so I was kind of working dual areas. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of this stuff. Like, Patrick is coming back. Patrick is my helper. He will be, yeah, I am so excited. Oh my goodness. He will be back in 9 days, but then when he gets back, he'll be out for a week because he's doing some drag week something. I don't know what he's doing.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. He's like, I'll be back on this day, but I won't be available until May, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he's going to be back, and he's like super organized guy. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be working on redoing my inventory because it's gotten all out of whack because I don't have enough bins and I've got too much stuff. And I have too much stuff that's not listed, and I need to do that dang garage sale that I've been talking about doing for months now, because otherwise I'm never going to get rid of this. I'm never going to get rid of it unless I just take it as a loss and drop it off at the Goodwill.
Right. Now, wait, you have to back up. Are you going to slot some time for us to meet Patrick?
When I'm at,
I want to meet him.
You can meet him anytime. Like, I'll have to see if I'll have to get him on YouTube, but we'll have to. He said that I used to joke with him that we would do mandatory Margarita Mondays, and he's like, yeah, you're the only boss I know that does mandatory Margarita Mondays. And I told him, I said, yeah, but I'm doing low carb now, so it's gonna have to be like mandatory rum and Diet Coke or something. Like,
right?
And he's like, that's fine. But no, he's great. He's like so great. I can't wait for him to come back and fix this. Like, I feel like I'm like, please fix me. I'm broken.
Right.
But he's I'll probably get him to help me do a garage sale. Like, because I can't do it by myself. Every time I think about it, I get overwhelmed.
Oh, I do too.
I've noticed, and this isn't with my eBay stuff, but this is just with the house in general, because it is so wide open and so, like, minimalistic now. If I start even looking like something is going to start getting a little bit cluttered in our house, I make the decision, is this something that we need? If it's not, how much do we really want it? And if we don't want it that bad, it's going somewhere else.
I think that's a philosophy that a lot of like minimalists have, is like, if you don't love it and it doesn't just bring you that I love this thing, then get rid of it.
Yeah.
But our house, before everything got gone, was very, very cluttered and stuff, and so just having the opportunity to be minimalistic, I think, has kind of turned me into somebody that's like that. If I don't absolutely love it and we don't need it for anything, I want it gone. I don't want it out here. If it's not something for eBay,
well, the less stuff you have, the less stuff you have to clean.
And that's also, I've been cleaning a lot more lately. Like, I was dancing and singing and going around the house, cleaning and dusting and stuff yesterday.
Probably because it doesn't feel as overwhelming. It's
No,
not like, oh, there's all of this stuff I have to. Yeah. That's kind of the way I feel like when I walk in this room. It's like all of this stuff in here. That's why I felt so much better when I moved those boxes out, because it was like.
So just think about, when you finally do that garage sale and you get rid of all that stuff, how you're going to feel whenever you walk in that room and all that clutter that's make you feel all weighed down is gone. You'll be all light and like, yeah, let's, do some work, because you won't mind it so much anymore.
I would love for all of this stuff to disappear, and then I could go to IKEA and set up like an actual office.
Yeah.
And have like a picture in here or something, like, you know what I mean, and like maybe a plant.
A plant, yes. You gotta have a plant on your desk.
I know. I thought I had a plant in here at one point, but I guess I didn't. The only pictures I have are the ones Maria made me that I forgot were even behind this shelving unit over here. And when I moved the shelving unit, I was like, oh, there's my pictures.
Where's Malcolm?
He's right there.
Was he bad? Why is he in the corner over there?
He's like, because I was listing those those blinds, and then I didn't move him.
Deb, he needs like some sunglasses and a couple necklaces around his neck or something.
I get him some beads. I'm gonna get him a coconut bra.
There you go.
Yeah, it's Malcolm. Okay, there was a question in the chat about the requirement for the poly bags for Amazon, FBA.
They just have to have the suffocation warning labels on them, right?
As far as I know, I could be wrong. I just use those bread bags, and as long as I put the suffocation label on it,
Right.
I've never had Amazon tell me anything about my bags.
Yeah.
I think what they're referring to is like the mill of the bag. I
What do you
think
mean,
they're supposed
the
to be like
mill?
0.1
Isn't
or
that like the thickness or something?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Amazon, FBA, mill, bag, poly bag requirement, packaging and prep. Poly bags. It says poly bags with a 5-inch or more opening need to have a suffocation label. Thickness of the bag must be at least 1.5 mil, which is pretty thick. Way thicker than those bread bags. But like I said, I've never been told anything different about it. I know a lot of people that use them. I don't even know where to. I've never actually bought 1.5 mil bags, so I wouldn't know where to direct you on that one.
Yeah. I never even knew that was an issue. I've never had problems with my bags
I've
ever.
never, yeah.
And I use all different sizes.
Yeah, I've never had an issue with any of the bags that I sent in. So like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of one of those things that's like,
Yeah. Real quick, I wanted to tell everybody before we end the show about half-price books. If you're looking to get rid of some of your stale inventory, like books and CDs and DVDs and stuff like that, you can always take your stuff up there and they'll give you cash for your items. So that's another good way to get rid of stuff without having to have a garage sale.
yeah, it is. And you can take magazines to them too. If you have certain magazines, they'll take
board games.
Board games, video games.
Yes.
Take it where?
Music.
Half-price books. Do y'all have one of those where you're at, Robin?
What?
Half-price books.
Oh no, I don't think so.
I'm sure that
Maybe it's a southern thing.
Is it? I don't know what let me look at their stores.
Well, I am in the South, not as South as you guys, though.
It's in Arizona, parts of California, parts of Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Texas, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, Ohio, Nebraska, Missouri. But it's majority Texas, like almost all of there's a ton of locations in Texas, Washington State, and Wisconsin. So, but yeah, they're a good place to actually go buy inventory.
Right, but I didn't want to tell everybody that.
Oh, they're a horrible place to buy inventory. Just go sell your stuff there.
You guys are funny.
Because they give coupons too. They have coupons. 50% off. All right. Well, does anybody have anything else they'd like to say? Is there any shows coming up or events or things that are going on, happenings, or?
I can't
Summer's coming soon.
It is? No.
Yeah. That means kids are out of school.
It does. Lord help us all.
Yeah.
I have a really expensive summer coming up.
Do you?
You're
Yeah.
going to do a lot of camps, right?
No, my twins are coming from Virginia, and they're going to be here for a month. And then I had to buy those Beyonce tickets for Corinne.
Oh, yeah.
That was almost $1,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And it was graduation present, and she got scholarship, so she saved us all about $40,000. So it was the least I could do.
Yeah.
The way I said it was like, I could be throwing a baby shower for her. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, it was totally worth it. She deserves it. And then like Mariah's birthday's coming up, and I would like to take a family trip to like SeaWorld. So that's 6 people going to SeaWorld is a lot of money.
Get on top of those listings.
Right?
Well, that's what I'm doing, and I listed my stuff that I bought. I did so well. Like, I bought all of that stuff that was in that cart, and I listed everything that I bought.
Good deal.
That's great.
What more am I supposed to do? But then nobody bought any of my stuff.
Well, if you've got it all listed, then you should totally feel entitled to go back out sourcing now.
I know, and that's what I'm going to do, and the sun's out, too. It was supposed to rain today, but it's sunny right now, so as soon as we get off the show, I'm going to go shopping.
Good.
Because I have nothing to ship out, so what else am I going to do? But, all right, well, everybody, thank you for coming and watching us today. We'll get worked out next week's schedule. Margaret from Texas Gal Treasure said that she already had a show scheduled for noon on next Tuesday, so we'll figure it out. We'll see. Figure it out. So don't worry about it. We'll definitely let you know, so make sure to subscribe to the Resellers Do Facebook page so that way you get notifications of when the show is going to be. But thanks for coming out, and yeah, thanks for coming out. Thanks for everybody that participated in the chat. We love interacting with you guys, and everybody have a really great week. I'm going to go buy some stuff.
Bye.
Bye.